What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened and my speedrun to Massacre mode. We are here on the Ancient Mines, the Nightmare campaign, and we have got some fat loots to go through from the last maps. So let's take a look at it. Huge upgrade here. 115 power as the passive. Holy crap. Plus it's got all 4 builder stats. That is a lovely piece. That one I think we can just get rid of. Let's just go ahead and unlock that, and we'll sell both of those off. Let's see what else we have here. We are going to want some R's on this one, so let's check out our ancient gear. Nothing. That's a big range upgrade. It would be more fort and more range, so I think we take that one. And then, man, these are pretty good boots I have here with all 4 builder stats on it. So I think I am going to just stick with those items. And now we've got our lovely EV and the miner gear. What do we get there? A big defense rate boost. A little bit more power, range, and rate. But I think I'm going to stick with that 91 power at this point. Yeah, I'm not so sure that that's a big upgrade. This one... Man, if that was a power passive roll, this would be incredible. But since it's a ranged, it's not so much. Same thing here. So nothing really impressive there from our deeper well run. And then we can take a look at our rogue and some beastly DPS. You know, this one I think I'm just going to pass on all the pieces. Let's see, that one's defense rate. This one's the Fortify. The Fortify, of course, on the Rogue makes the devices last longer. And range does nothing. So let's actually take that headpiece. I think that is going to be a little bit of an upgrade. And let's get ready to build this one out. So I didn't look at the stats. We don't have many points, do we? Let's see, do we have points to play with? It actually looks like we don't. The Apprentice there I'm not using, so I don't have any points on the Apprentice. But why is that level up thing still there? That is quite triggering, no doubt. But anyway, let's go ahead and move right along. What do we get to start here? We get 200. So let's go ahead and throw roots up front. We're basically going to do our exact same build that we did in survival mode. So we're going to go... Do we have enough for 2 and then 2 wisps? It does look like it is. So we're just going to go with, 1 wisp den there. We'll go with 1 directly back here. And then we will just let them have it here for wave number 1. So wave 1, of course, is only going to have 25 enemies. Not too difficult. We get the Sharkin this time. Hello there, Sharkin. That's where the gas traps really pay off, y'all. Sharkin and gas traps are not friends, that is for sure. And gas traps are really a big, huge asset to have. Particularly when you're just breaking into a new tier. So we are going to use some gas traps on this one to help us out with those Sharkin. And we're going to put those right at the edge of the wisp range. So I do want to get some wisps down first. And get some auras down as well. But you just can't have enough crowd control as you progress through the game. And you get to a point where crowd control is just such an important aspect of the game. And this is really where all that begins. So let's continue to build it out, though, and get a little bit of a decent base setup down to begin with. Let's go with, we'll say, go 4 wisps right here. I think we can probably go 4 over here as well. I got those a little bit off-centered, but it will not be the end of the world. Let's see, I believe we can actually go 5 here on this side since it's a double lane. Now let's go ahead and get some of those gas traps down. Like I said, gas traps are just absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So by all means, get you some gas trap action in your life, as they're just so good. And they are the direct counter for Sharkin. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get anything else down yet. Is there any more mana sitting? I don't see any, so let's just let it fly here. Now, this map, of course, as soon as we get it done, we are going to want to jump into a survival version of this map and get ourselves some meaty loot. Now, for this particular map, we're going to have the full array on survival mode. So we'll have the Djinn, we'll have all of the bads here, and we're going to, I'm probably going to spawn camp it maybe. So get up into the spawn with gas traps and auras really close, and then have wisps just wrecking as you get past that point. But with the few enemies here that are available, even though the Sharkin are in the mix now, we still have it pretty easy as far as just mowing mobs down. So should not be much of an issue at all. And yeah, let's just get it. We should be able to have the map built out after this one. Oh yeah, no doubt. Only 3 enemies left. We got, what, 400 mana off this. We've got our little kobold friends. Let's pick up whatever mana they have to offer. And then we should have one more over here, indeed. And there we go. So let's go ahead and complete the build. What? So we needed a gas trap over here. Then we want to get some auras down. We're going to want an ensnare and an electric, and we want those in a position where the buff beam is going to be able to hit them. So here we don't have any choices. We're going to split the lane with them. So the buff beam will have no problem with them here, that's for sure. And then what's that going to leave? Well, if we get the buff beams down, it's going to give us a little bit more room for more wisps, I believe. Let's go with a 3DU buff beam right across there. And then we'll go with a 3DU buff beam here. That leaves us 10. Well, what we can do... We can go, what? One more wisp right here. And one more wisp right here. Now, do I want one more here? You know what? I think I want one more here, but not over on this side. And what that will allow is we're going to have 3DU to use for reflect beams. We'll go 1DU right here. And then we'll go 1DU on each of these lanes. That's going to leave us 3 left over. So with that remaining 3, I mean, what do we want to do? I mean, we could throw in an explosive trap maybe to help out in the lanes. We could drop an explosive trap, say, right here. We're going to be able to get that on? I mean, that will help out for anything that gets all the way up to the roots. So I guess that's better than nothing. Let's just go ahead and roll with that. And I feel like we're in pretty good shape. So let's go ahead and let it fly here. And we are getting it. I'm super stoked to see how far I can make it in survival Nightmare for my first time. Now, one thing is for sure, the upgrades will be unreal. So this is your very first Nightmare survival map. Is such a wonderful time in your progression in Dungeon Defenders Awakened because the upgrades are so enormous. It's like instant. You feel like it's instant power as soon as you get it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and seeing some big numbers, getting some 4-stat pieces with double digits, maybe even triple digits on some areas on the various stats. So certainly looking forward to that. Let's dump all we can into these overclocks. We'll do the same thing over here. And then what? We got 4 beds left. And they are done. So what? We are there. We got wave 4 and wave 5, and this is GG's. So let's just spam it into wherever we can. Get a little bit more range on those wisps, so we will upgrade those. As far as an upgrade priority, it's almost more important to upgrade your wisps than your buff beams. Now, your buff beams, of course, are giving you more overall effectiveness from the upgrades, but the upgrade value that the wisps get in range from upgrading is absolutely enormous, and it makes a huge impact. No doubt there. So let's go ahead and slap some more upgrades into the wisps as well. We got a Sharkin preparing for a charge. We don't want that guy charging. And let's get these wisps upgraded a little bit. And then that's going to push those ranges out further and further and make these wisps really start wrecking it up there. Manually taking out these Sharkin. We're getting there, y'all. We are getting there. So wave 4 is what? Past the halfway point now. We got mad spiders dropping. The wisps, I'm hoping, are going to clear out any spiders that are on the inside here. Let's get them a few more ups. Never enough upgrades for the lovely wisps, that's for sure. Just keep them flowing here. And then with 50 mobs left, I mean, we are right there. We were ready to jump into that survival match, right? I can almost taste it. We are there for sure. So, Ancient Mines, Nightmare Survival. Here we come in the next episode. That is a certainty. Assuming we don't have a major travesty at the end of this one. So, I'm not gonna celebrate too soon, but I feel like it's as good as done. Let's grab all of this juice here. And that's as good as we can do over there. We can get one more upgrade here. Let's just let it fly. Of course, we're going to have the ogres coming out, but once again, it's the second map of the campaign, so it just feels really, really easy in comparison to, even just what we were just doing in Insane Mode. So not as many ogres, relatively squishy mobs altogether. Definitely a nice light introduction into the difficulty. That is for sure. We got mad spider action. Almost to that halfway point. No ogre yet. Waiting for the arrival of the Ogrelicious. We got a Sharkin though. Let's get these Sharkin burned down before they get their charges off. Now where, oh where, there he is. I was going to say, where, oh where is Mr. Ogre? Let's see how squishy the Ogre is. Oh wow, he's already at half. He hasn't even gotten into Wisp range yet. So yeah, this Ogre is just in really big trouble. And there we go, Ogre down. So an easy win for the most part here in Ancient Mines. So our very first... our first Nightmare Survival map is incoming, and yeah, it looks like we got some nice loot. We got some thick loot laying around, so nothing at all wrong with that. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back next time with Ancient Mines Nightmare Survival, and I am looking forward to that one. So thanks again, y'all, and I will see you soon. Take it easy.